Hey guys, welcome back to Globetrotter Gaming. Today I'll be starting a whole new series on MLB The Show 25. So one thing I really like to do on sports games is try to take the worst team on that game, and I usually relocate them after the first year and then eventually try to build them into a powerhouse down the road. And so the worst team on this game is going to be the Chicago White Sox. Anyone who knows me, I'm a huge Cubs fan, so definitely hate the White Sox. But last year they lost 121 games, which is the record for worst season ever, and then the roster on here largely copies that there. So I'm going to relocate them after the first year and eventually try to build them into a dynasty in the new city. So let's dive right into it and get going. And I'm not going to play any games during the first 2 years because that's really going to be focusing on the rebuild and not really a point of playing the games and wasting the time there. But I think from the third season on is when hopefully this team will start to really take shape, and then I'll start digging into some of the games. But for the first 2 years, I'm solely focusing on the front office information. And I'm also going to say everyone is on the board for trades, you name it here. And I started right at the beginning of the regular season because we don't really need to do spring training. I'm just going to start going right in and seeing if I can trade some of the top players for some hopefully good prospects. I like to start off, I'm going to go just check the top prospects up here, which right there, excuse me. Roki Sasaki, he could be... You know, actually, yeah, I doubt I'm going to be able to find anything. Let's just see if the Dodgers want to trade Sasaki. I'm not going to bet that that's a thing, but let's just give it a try. Otherwise, I'm going to try to, get some actual prospects. He's officially a prospect 'cause he didn't start in the majors yet, but at least when the game came out, he didn't start in the majors. All right, make trade. I doubt I'm going to get anything, but let's see. Nope, nothing. I kind of figured it. I know the next best one is Roman Anthony, so let's see if I can find something with him there. Again, I'm just going to be trying to do a lot of these and then just really simming through the season. And I don't even have it where I'm setting any lineups or anything, at least for the first 2 years, because I'm going to be honest, I don't care at this point. When it comes to third season on, I'm going to be really particular with my lineups and everything. But right now, we're just trying to tank, get some good draft picks, and really build up the farm system. And then from the third season on, hopefully have a really powerhouse team. Roman Anthony, I believe... I'm trying to remember. He's center field, that's it. See if they want anyone for him. You know what? Yep, let's do this. This is the only one, but again, everyone's on the board. We get a top prospect. I'm going for it. All right, so we got that one here. Next, I'm going to see... So my best player right now is Luis Robert. I'm just going to go check right there, see if anyone wants him, All right, I'm going to do the suggest trade here for prospects. It's taking a little while to load there, so it's probably trying to, think of what it could be. Okay, so those ones are not good. I don't want to trade them just for junk though. Quinn Price on the Red Sox, who's now in the Brewers. He's, in real life, has been doing really well in the Brewers, but he's still not really that good on this game. I'm looking for really top level prospects. This guy's okay, but I don't like that. It's only trading a 69 for a 77. You know what? Let me see if I can try to get a little more off this. Let's try to do Luis Robert and Paul Sewald. Or, sorry, Daniel Espino and Paul Sewald. Probably going to reject it, but let's just give it a go. Oops, I didn't mean to get rid of that. Yeah, they're not going to do that. I'm going to hold on to Robert for now. Let's just take a look at a few other top prospects and see if we can poach a few more of them. Walker Jenkins. Yeah, let's just go for him, see what they want. He's Twins right fielder. Twins right. Okay, let's see if we can do that there for some... Let's just say all. Colson Montgomery, Grant Taylor for him. Yeah, let's do it. Again, I'm just really trying to do whatever I can here. Let's take a little bit more into what we can get for Luis Robert, because at this point I'd rather just get him at the beginning of the season. We can hopefully get a good return. Again, I don't care how much we tank to start. I'm going to go backwards this time, because I was just looking forward to see what teams wanted him. I'm looking for some of these prospects that have some of these ones that have an A potential with them. Actually, Dalton Rushing. This one's tempting. You know what? I'm going to go with that. Looks like a top catching prospect. I'm going to do this. Watch, Dalton Rushing's probably going to end up being, our star catcher down the road. I'm happy with that there. Alright, so I think right now I've been good. I'm probably going to do a few more trades later. Try to do a few trade deadline ones. But the last thing I'm going to do before I start simming through the season, I'm just going to go to the sponsorships. And for those who haven't played this before, you can unlock these different these inventories, which give you different, like, different money for different situations. You get them through, like, the different, like, card packs they give you, and it's one that just kind of adds into your overall budget, which you can use for picking up free agents down the road. So right now, it's kind of hard to do because my team's going to suck, so I don't really want to do, like, a lot of these, like, per-run ones. But I'm going to do the 25,000 a game, because that just, regardless of win or lose, you get that. I unlocked these when I was playing this another time. I'm going to do per win. Probably not going to be a lot of wins, but I feel like you're still going to get, 50 or 60. That still adds up. And then, what are the other ones? Let's do per hit, because again, you get a few hits a game. That still ends up being like 10,000 or so. Probably going to try to get more of these down the road and change it up, but I'm happy with how that's going. And yeah, for trade block, I'm just going to go see what we have here. Let's just put all these top guys on it. Again, there's really no one that's not on the block right now. Any guy over 70 I have to put as fair game. Alright, cool. Yeah, let's start simming. I'm just going to go ahead. Actually, let's do sim to draft day here. Alright, and let's just see what happens here. Alright, so yeah, we're about a little bit into it, close to the time for the draft here, which is coming up in a day. The team currently, we're 30 and 65, so terrible season, but compared to how the White Sox did last year, that's quite an improvement there. But still going to be a pretty bad team there. I doubt anyone's even going to be remotely close in the All-Star voting. We're going to skip ahead a day and just go right to the draft. And I'm hoping to really just... every position's open because the team is so bad. Like, we don't have the... You'll see after the draft, it'll have, like, the different position rankings. It's going to be, like, near the bottom of everything. So I'm really just going to get the best players they can, regardless of position, just because we need everything. I really probably not right and center just because I have top prospects there. I guess catcher too, but, let's just see what we have. I'm not even going to add prospects right now. Alright, and... oh, I forgot we have the lottery, so we're 10th. So even though the team is terrible, we're not even in the top, top 9 there. But still, can get some good ones. Let's see who the first guy is. And that is Justin Griggs. I'm going to try to skip these, because I really don't need to know who all they all get. I know, like, you can skip after, like, the 3rd or 4th one, I think. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to skip ahead to the next pick, and let's see who our options are. Tim Graham. He's a right fielder, though, and as I mentioned, like, pretty much on every position except right and center and catcher, I have good prospects I just picked up. I'm gonna get this Benny Clark guy, just, get a good shortstop. Let's pick him. Alright, and I'm gonna skip ahead to the next pick, see what we have. Oh, this is like what the, oh, this isn't even the competitive balance round or whatever, it's just a regular round 2. Reggie Pedaichuk, is that how you say it? It's either him or Alvin Rock. Let's see. This guy, potential 93. I'm gonna take this guy, he looks better. He's not as well scouted, but, we'll develop in the minors. Alright, let's skip to the next one here. Brian Yoshida. Yeah, I'm gonna get this guy, get a good pitcher here. Alright, hopefully get some good options going down. Alright, Eli Kim as a reliever. He's got a lot of potential and good overall there. Yep, I'm just gonna go with him. I'm hoping to get 1 or 2 more position players. I guess we'll just one more because it's the 4th round. I think you only do 5 rounds on this. Let's see. This guy does have a lot of potential there, but I'm going to go with the second baseman. I want to get another position player. I know I'm countering everything I say with I'll get the best player overall, but yeah, I just want to get some good position players too. Alright. Oh, wait, there is another round. Cool. So with these catchers, like I said, I already got a good catcher with that one I picked up before. Same with right fielder. I also got that reliever, or sorry, that shortstop before, but I'm gonna go with this guy because he's got 80 potential on the high end, 72 overall on the high end. Might as well go with him. All right, so yeah, I'm happy with that draft there. And now what it's going to do is, essentially, you have, like, it's going to skip 2 days at a time, and then you have chances to try to make deals with each of the draft picks, and basically it's just, the deal is how much of a bonus you give them to sign with your team. And there's, like, you have to kind of sway them at some point. You'll see once I get to it. So, okay, let's see what the Cardinals are offering. Zach Neto for these guys, 64 and 66. Oh wait, sorry, that's Braves acquiring them. I have no idea what that was. Okay. So the Cardinals offered me a deal, but it pops someone else up. Okay, well, guess I wonder what the deal is. Yeah, I don't know what I messed up on there. I don't need to do the home run derby. I don't need to go in the All-Star game. Don't need that either. Okay, so now you'll see, what I'm gonna do is, if we load the signed draft picks, you pick your priority, and basically, you can see like at the top where it's got what their motivation to sign is. And basically the ones who aren't above 50%, you need to leave in there, and it's like number 1 gives them like more of an incentive and so on like that. But anyone's above 50, you can start negotiating deals. So I'm just gonna start with the ones that are already high and just try to work a deal out with them. This guy wants, what, 505,000 for the bonus. You can see that right below his name. I'm just gonna offer the minimum there. Cool. Got Brian Yoshida signed. Let's see another one. Jack Stanley. Let's see what he wants. He wants 497. I'm gonna do 544 because some of them still demand that, but then they're like, no, I don't like that. Okay, cool. He signed. I also don't want to, use up all my budget, but it seems like a lot of these guys aren't demanding too much. Like, even my number 1 guy is at 6.4. That's quite a lot. I'm going to put him in the number 1 spot and hopefully sway him. But then this guy here, 772. Let's offer just that. Cool, that works out. Sometimes they're a lot more picky where they'll be like, I want 772. And then they're like, no, I don't like that when I offer like 900,000. Yeah, I bet get almost all signed right now. This guy wants 368. Let's just offer that. Okay, so there, it's declined. So basically I have to give another 2 days there. And when they're in these slots here, it'll help like boost their motivation. And this guy's not above 50% yet either. So I'm gonna move him to number 2 because this guy is up there where you should find a good deal. But I have enough because I have 9.3 left of my bonus pool, which might be a little tricky getting this James Cervantes guy, but I definitely want to get these 2 guys first, so I'm going to hold off on that guy for now. Alright, and I'm going to skip ahead 2 more days, and it'll pop up this again. Okay, skip that. Okay, yep, so now we can sign them again. So 49 and 36. Again, I'm going to skip James Cervantes because I'd like to sign him, but I want to make sure to sign these guys first now that I'm looking at the math on it. So let's skip ahead one more time. Okay, we're at contract extensions. I'm gonna save that. Actually, let me just see if anyone's worth it. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can maybe trade some of these guys at the trade deadline. If not, I'll try to extend them. Again, if I can hold them on through the rebuild, great. But if I get some good prospects that can be better in the return, then they're not worth hanging on to. But otherwise, I think they're not terrible ones to keep. Let's skip ahead. Okay, let's see if he's about 50% yet. Sign draft picks, there we go. Okay, now this guy's at 52. So he wants 6.4, let's do 6.39. Okay, cool, our number 1 pick signed. Second guy still needs more motivation. I may not be able to afford James Cervantes. Probably good that the deal went through before because he only wants 368, but this guy wants 2.7, I only have 2.9, so I might not be able to afford this guy. And if you don't sign him, they're just like, oh, deal didn't work out, and they just, I guess, go free agent or something. Alright, let's skip ahead a little more. Okay, hopefully this one actually goes through. View the offer. Jonathan Mejia for Michael A. Taylor. This guy's a shortstop, 59 overall, C potential. You know, nah, I'm not. I don't like that because this guy is not really going anywhere. Michael Taylor is kind of dead water anyway, but he's still, you know, I'm going to hang on to him. This isn't worth the return. Let me just see if there's like one other good like prospect I can try to throw in there. These are all like C and D guys. You know, let's try this Lucan Baker. Actually, wait. Let's throw him in there. Oh, I don't think it's even letting me do this. I'm trying to do it. It's not even letting me adjust it. Okay, and I'm just going to decline it. But let me, just for the hell of it, let me try going to the trades here. I'm going to manually do this. So Michael A. Taylor. What was it? Cardinals. Sorry, I got to skip all the way to the Cardinals. And what was the guy named? Like Lucan Baker, I think. I think it was, what, a first baseman? Yeah, let's just see if they're willing to do this. I doubt it will, but... Oh, okay, cool. So that worked. Yeah, because that guy's a good... Seems like an okay first base prospect versus the guy they originally offered, so I'm fine with that deal. Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit. Okay, let's hope the next guy's above 50%. Still 43, okay. By the end of it, if they're not, because you only have to like August 1st or something, and if they're not above 50% by then, it just lets you do it anyway, and sometimes they still work. Skip ahead a little more. Alright, let's see if he's still above it. Almost there. This guy's really getting up there, but I want to sign the other guy first. Alright, we're getting there. This is probably getting really boring now for you guys. Alright, cool. 53. Let's see if we can give it a go. Okay, so it's 2.7. I can do 2.6. And... okay. Yeah, he's always like, oh, I need a few more days. Alright, give it a few more days. We'll hopefully make it work. Now he's at 57. Try again. Okay, cool. Good job, Reggie Padichuk. I don't know how to say that. Okay, now I guess since we have 354 left, let's see if this guy just takes the rest. Okay, cool. Got all the draft picks signed. Alright, so... yeah, I'm gonna just skip ahead to the trade deadline, see if we can... whoops, I didn't mean to almost quit there. I'm gonna skip ahead to the trade deadline, see if we can just maybe pawn off a few guys for some last-minute prospects, and then I'll probably just sit in the rest of the season. Okay, yep. Now, let's just see what we have. So let's just take a look at the top prospects here. So we have the top two here. You know, let's see if I can pawn Jackson Jobe from the Tigers. Might as well try to get all the top prospects we can, because again, that's how you really do a rebuild successfully. And I'm hoping to really balance it out with prospects and then get some good free agents in 2 years anyway. What is he on the Tigers? There we go. Alright, let's see if I can get someone for him. So those top two guys are guys I was thinking of trading anyway, but Jobe is a top pitching prospect. Let's see. Actually, I mean, to be honest, I'd rather keep these. Like, this second offer here looks way better than this one, because, again, everyone's up for show or up for grabs here, but I'm not trying to trade guys who could still be effective in a few years unless I get a good return. So if they're willing to take this one here, I mean, Braden Montgomery's decent, but I have that Roman Anthony guy too. I'm gonna do this trade. Cool. Okay, so got that one there. Let's check some other top prospects. I guess might as well round it up, see if Andrew Painter is willing to go. I missed it. What was he? Phillies? Yes. Alright, Phillies here. Was it Andrew Painter? Let's see if they want anyone for him. Penn Murphy and Drew Thorpe. Okay, other ones, Drew Thorpe and Andrew Vaughn. And Hagen Smith and Kyle Teal. These guys look like good prospects I want to hang on to. These ones are guys I was going to be willing to scrap anyway. Well, maybe not Drew Thorpe, but... you know what? I'm going to do with this one here. Again, Andrew Painter, I think, is a better overall prospect. I mean, Penn Murphy's a decent closer, but Drew Thorpe's a really good starter, but Painter's 3 years younger, almost as much overall. I'm going to go with it. All right, and, you know, while we're at it, let's just see if anyone wants to get, take a look, see if we can find anyone for Bryce Wilson here. Well, let's find a trade, see if anyone wants him. Otherwise, I think we're probably good at least at a base level. I might try to do some off-season trades. Manuel Rivera, no. Not really. I mean, this Rob Refsnyder is an okay left fielder, but he's kind of getting up there in age. This one, oh, that Justin Slayton looks like he might be a good reliever. And Vaughn Grissom. I almost would do this just to get Justin Slayton as a reliever. You know, I'm gonna go with it. I mean, yeah, we're doing it. Okay, I got some good pitching prospects. I'm willing to give up that one. Let's just try again, see if anyone else... Yeah, he's my top player now. I guess just try to pawn off... Oh, we can't trade Joey Gallo, I guess. Okay, you know what? I think it's pretty good if we look up the top prospects. Like, the top 4 are going to be White Sox players. So, yeah, I think this is good. Even though 2 guys are already in the majors, they're not even going to be prospects much longer. But I'm happy with how this is. I think it's going to really start, hopefully, getting a good team here. See if there's any other White Sox players I'm missing. Hagen Smith. Yeah, got a few good ones here. We're going to have 2 catchers with Dalton Rushing and Kyle Teal. So, yeah, I would say the future's bright for the White Sox or the new team that I'm going to be relocating to. And I'm going to keep that secret until the 2nd episode, so stay tuned for that there. But yeah, if you look right now, everything on the right side is last place, except for contact, and speed is second last. So this team absolutely sucks. That's the challenge. And again, in a few years, I'm hoping this team's really going to be a powerhouse. I'm going to do a few extensions here real quick, just for the players I do have, because all these guys I want to keep, even though some of the rookies I don't need to do, but Slayton, I'm going to try to do a 5-year deal with him. He's the guy I just signed, so, you know, picked him up, might as well sign him long term. Davis Martin, might as well do that. Cool. The rest of them, I think, can wait for a bit, because a lot of these guys are rookies that we don't necessarily need to do an extension for. And like rookies or prospects we don't really need to do an extension for anyway. But yeah, let's just go skip ahead to the offseason. All right, yeah, and it's gonna make me do some September call-ups. I'm just gonna sim the rest of the season. We'll be back shortly then. Okay, so as you can see, the team finished 43-119, so nearly the worst record ever. They beat their record last year by only 2 games. Again, that's the whole challenge. Believe me, we're going to look back on this in a few seasons and be like, wow, that's a totally different team, which probably literally will be, but that's, you know, I don't want to say I want to see this, but, you know, that's the fun of the challenge here. So, regular season came to an end. Let's use the 1 seed. So Dodgers, Braves. I'm looking at NL because I'm a Cubs fan, so I look on that side. But Twins have the number 1 AL seed, which is interesting. Let's skip to the offseason and see who goes where. Yankees defeated the Dodgers. I guess the reverse of last year. All right, sure you'd like to advance to the offseason? Yep. Pitching coach and third base. Normally, what I'm going to do is after the 2nd season, I'm going to try to fire all the coaches and then try to, you know, really start from scratch with a brand new manager and everything. Doesn't really matter at this point anyway. I'm just going to, you know, have them suck for another year. Okay, it's giving all the things here. I don't really need to see the retired players. No players in the Hall of Fame. All right, and welcome to the offseason. So this is going to do it for episode 1. When you join me for episode 2, I'm going to introduce you to the brand new team. It's going to be the same exact team, but brand new city, brand new team identity, brand new stadium, you name it. Going to be a really fun team, and I'm really looking forward to going ahead with this. So again, stay tuned for that, but for those who stuck with me this whole time, just want to say thank you guys so much. Once again, this is Globetrotter Gaming, and we'll see you next time.